Something happened yesterday that caused the world to stumble, that caused the world to question and wonder, what am I going to do with all of my spare time? What am I going to do with all of this freedom? Where am I going to complain about all of these people and have nobody listen? What I want to get at is that yesterday something not catastrophic happened. It's not like the world collapsed. We just lost our social media platforms, lost our social media platforms, lost our social media platforms, lost our social media platforms that most people go to, which are Facebook and Instagram. And what I really want to mention is that my question to you, what happens when Facebook and Instagram go down? See, unfortunately, right now, there are a lot of people in a position where they are using Facebook and Instagram as their sole point of marketing. So from a marketing perspective, my question is, did that concern you? How terrifying was that? Were you concerned yesterday because of that? Now, I ask this because you should have more than one platform on which you are running your marketing. You should have more than one place in which you are getting your message out to people and conveying with people, communicating with people, articulating what your vision is, what your brand is, what your values are, who your staff is. You should be talking about those things in more places than Facebook and Instagram. But if you are not, yesterday should serve as a wake-up call to get your marketing, your message, your brand, your vision in other places. Years back, I was working with somebody and they were heavily invested into Facebook as their ideal form of communication to their ideal clients. And at the time, I won't argue with that. That was absolutely what it was. It was beneficial, it was advantageous. The cost per click for what they were gaining was monumental. It was actually very impressive. With that said, it was the only form of marketing that that person was running at the moment. And I started having a conversation and I started thinking through things critically, being that outside perspective and saying, what if Facebook goes down? What if we diversify some of your marketing efforts and get you into more places, such as Google Ads? Not saying that that's the one-stop shop either. What if you don't have a website? What if you focus on getting a website so that we can drive traffic there? What if we build up your subscriber list for emails to send out newsletters and promos and just having email marketing going out? There are so many different forms of marketing. And actually, we talk about that. We talk about 8 different forms of marketing that we identify and that we focus in on. But you have different avenues at which these things, these pieces of marketing need to go out and be able to be communicated to the world. So yesterday, when the world stopped spinning, 10/4, it's the day the world stood still. Now, wasn't really that big of a deal. But it could happen again. I'm not here to get into why it happened or the details or specifics. I don't even care about that, honestly. But what I'm getting at and what I want to communicate to you and what I want to cause you to think about, how are you marketing your business and what happens to you if this happens again and for longer than a day? If it didn't affect you and your business, that's amazing. And I want to congratulate you. But if you had a moment in your mind where you thought, what's happening to our traffic right now? That's a concern. It's okay, but I think that it's always important for us to get a wake-up call, to have a wake-up call and have a moment where we go, yeah, something needs to change. Something needs to be different. We need to fix this. So, I don't know what you need help with, but I would advise you to reach out to somebody that can be beneficial to you. Somebody that can be advantageous to you in a conversation, provide some outside perspective, and provide you some clarity on which way to go next, on how to traverse this landscape and work your way from a social media only marketing strategy to many different forms of marketing. Social media is still there. I still think it's a great, advantageous, and lucrative place to market your business, but it can't be the only form.